They say the blacker the berry, the sweeter the truth. Hands in the air for the ones who carry the proof. Grandma's hands, cocoa brown, turning collars into crown. Kitchen stories, hush, hush, pain, turn that sugar out of blank. Gold hoops knock on bedroom wall, Kente print on Sunday shawl. Say my name in every prayer, thick like smoking southern air. Blacker the berry, bigger the crown. We rise up slow, but we don't bow down. From black hair, black roots in the ground, to the base of our hearts, that heavy sound. Blacker the berry, sing it out loud. Every shade, every scar, so proud. If they ever try to write us out, we incarnate with the anthem now. Oh, edge control on bathroom sink. Freedom notes and colored ink. Brother's face sharp as a blade. Dreams tucked tight in a second-hand J's. Dark skin glow in the midday heat. Whole world built on these tired feet. History books skip whole scenes. We kept recording our genes. The blacker the berry, bigger the crown. We rise up slow, but we don't bow down. From black hair, black roots in the ground, to the base of our hearts, that heavy sound. Blacker the berry, sing it out loud. Every shade, every scar, so proud. If they ever try to ride us out, we incarnate with the anthem now. Say it for the kids with the wide nose, wide dreams. Say it.
Cork, set the scene. Gold glass, big dreams. Little hood, still pristine. Laugh lines where lipstick sheen. Secrets fizz when we sit down. High heels, low-key crown. Spill tea, still hold it down. Toast up, level up now. Champagne secrets, sip, savor, spill it. Grown and sexy, talk that talk, but we when we feel it. Champagne and power, glow in the midnight hour. Little hood, whole lot of class, we gon' cry and laugh louder.
Slow pour, let it rise. Real talk, no disguise. Bad days, but we still thrive. Soft heart, hard-earned pride. I'm in a big bag, big piece too. Pray first and make move. I'm blessed, self-love in every view. Hit play, it's a new you. I'm chosen.
Champagne secret, sip, savor, spill it. Grown and sexy, talk that talk, but we when we feel it. I'm healed. Champagne and power, glow in the midnight hour. Little hood, whole lot of class, we gon' cry and laugh louder. Picking down, new ride. Deep breath, slow sound, champagne. Secrets out now, I'm ready. Champagne, secrets out now, I'm ready.
Hey girl,
Hey girl,
what you doing?
nothing much.
Get dressed.
For why?
Because we're going to the city. I need a little sip, savor, and spill.
Let's toast.
What you got going on tonight?
Can't call it.
owning the night. What you getting into?
Empress down in the city tonight. I'm feeling like champagne.
Let's toast.
You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I want the truth! You can't handle the truth!
Enough is enough! I have had it with these motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking plane! These motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking plane! These motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking plane! Everybody strap in! I'm about to open some fucking windows.
Champagne on my tongue, silk on my skin undone. You lean in, say my name like a secret, like a sin. Coconut glow on your collarbone, salt on your lips, I taste home. You say right, let the night decide. I slide in the passenger side. Yeah. Champagne and silk on my lips, dripping slow from every kiss. Power in the sway of my hips. I'm a king, I'm a queen in the mist. Ocean breeze all over this ride, sweet like nectar when we collide. Champagne and silk on my lips, watch the whole downtown submit. Yeah.
Been smoking marijuana for
20 years.
Okay, so it's not your first road date. Okay, all right. I'm not gonna. I can tell you right now, I'm not giving you mouth to mouth. No.
How can you suck stuff out?
The pizza, the fork.
Yeah.
I'm not sucking anything out of your gut. You don't.
How do you do it?
How would the hospital do it? They don't need to do it. They don't need to. You're going to find that this pizza is going to go through you, and you're going to have an amazing shit tomorrow, and these 4 pizzas are going to be out of your life. And they're going to go through the right way, and they're not going to come up the wrong way. The hospital will be able to take care of you.
I'm dead.
You're not.
I'm dead.
You're not dead. You are not dead.
Get inside, mate, eh?
Been smoking marijuana for
20 years.
Okay, so it's not your first road date. Okay, all right. I'm not going to.
2 cops come here last night and steal my weed, and I want it back.
I know you just did like this, right? You said, wait a minute. Wait, I didn't hear that. You heard it right. That's an Ohio man calling 911 on the Ohio police that he said stole his weed, and he says he wants it back because it's legal. Now, here's a spoiler alert. It's not legal.
No. The man told dispatchers that the pot was in his wife's purse. And when Sharonville police were called for a different problem, they took it.
It was only like 4 grams, but it was really good weed. It was only like 4 grams, but it was like, prestige weed. And the took it. And from what I know, 100 grams is cool, right? Or am I wrong?
You are wrong.
While some Ohio cities have decriminalized the possession of pot, it's still illegal to have it. The man's profanity-filled rant went on for nearly 5 minutes, where he accused the officers of putting the weed in their own pockets. Police posted the call on Facebook to help clarify Ohio's marijuana laws.
Thing I've ever seen in my life. You are reporting that someone stole the drugs that you were trying to sell them.
Sir, I'm broke. I'm just trying to make a little bit
At
of
what
money.
point does this make any sense? At what point?
It doesn't make
At what point do you think telling the cops that someone stole...
I'm being honest. He's not being honest. Where's what he...
Are there drugs in this car?
No, there isn't.
There be no drugs in my car.
There
She'll
isn't.
carry.
There
She'll
isn't.
carry.
You need police, fire, EMS?
No, ma'am. Give me dispatch to K9 unit.
You need a K9 unit?
Yeah, I want to talk to them.
You want to talk to a K9 unit?
Yeah.
Okay, in reference to what exactly, sir?
Ma'am?
In reference to what exactly, sir?
Travis.
In reference to what, I'm sorry?
Travis.
Okay, what address are they going to come out to, sir?
What address?
Yes, sir.
Right by the, right across from DSL, right by the South Chinese restaurant.
Okay, you're at the Chow's restaurant?
Yeah.
Okay, I've got that. So what's the phone number you're calling from? Do you see it on the phone?
Niecy, because that's exactly what I said. That's exactly what I said, because what that officer was sick and tired of being sick and tired. You can tell that officer had a long day. He wanted to cuss. He wanted to cuss and script. Hold on a second. Hold on. No, we gotta go back. Hold on.
Been smoking marijuana for
20 years.
Okay, so it's not your first rodeo. Okay, all right. I can tell you right now, I'm not giving you mouth to mouth. No.
How can you suck stuff out?
The pizza,
Yeah.
I'm not sucking anything out of your gut.
How do you do it?
How would the hospital do it? They don't need to do it. They don't need to. You're going to find that this pizza is going to go through you, and you're going to have an amazing shit tomorrow, and these 4 pizzas are going to be out of your life. And they're going to go through the right way, and they're not going to come up the wrong way. The hospital will be able to take care of you.
I'm dead.
You're not.
I'm dead.
You're not dead. You are not dead.
Get you inside, mate,
Been smoking marijuana for
20 years.
Okay, so it's not your first rodeo. Okay, all right. I'm
You
not
know,
going to.
2 cops come here last night and steal my weed, and I want it back.
I know you just did like this, right? You said, wait a minute. Wait, I didn't hear that. You heard it right. That's an Ohio man calling 911 on the Ohio police that he said stole his weed, and he says he wants it back because it's legal. Now, here's a spoiler alert. It's not legal.
No. The man told dispatchers that the pot was in his wife's purse. And when Sharonville police were called for a different problem, they took it.
It was only like 4 grams, but it was really good weed. It was only like 4 grams, but it was like, prestige weed. And the took it. And from what I know, 100 grams is cool, right? Or am I wrong?
You are wrong.
While some Ohio cities have decriminalized the possession of pot, it's still illegal to have it. The man's profanity-filled rant went on for nearly 5 minutes, where he accused the officers of putting the weed in their own pockets. Police posted the call on Facebook to help clarify Ohio's marijuana laws.
Thing I've ever seen in my life. You are reporting that someone stole the drugs that you were trying to sell them.
Sir, I'm broke. I'm just trying to make a little bit
At what point does this make any sense?
This officer had to take off his hat. You know he frustrated when he had to take off his hat. The audacity and unmitigated gall. He feel deep on the inside because he got this call. This was probably the last call of the night, and he just knew that his last call of the night was going to be easy, cool, relaxed, and chill, and this is what he got called to. This officer is pissed. She better be careful, because sis is treading on thin ice. This officer's so mad, this baby pulled off his hat at the audacity.
At what point?
And this one here don't make it no better. Whatever it is, it don't make it no dogging it on it better. With all this laughing and this officer already frustrated, and you got dumb Diddy here asking for drugs from the police officer. And nobody in this situation thought this was a bad idea. I want to find this whole body cam and react to it. If anybody know where this entire body cam is, please let me know, because I need to see.
Does
At what point do you think telling the cops that someone stole...
I'm being honest. He's not
Look at his face. He is in disbelief. Complete disbelief at the fact that he received this phone call. You can tell, y'all, the police don't get paid enough. They don't get paid enough. Y'all put them through too much in these calls. Way too much. Y'all talk about energy vampires. Y'all be stealing their energy. Y'all be stealing their energy and their peace, because all of this man's peace is absolutely gone out the window.
honest. Where's what he...
Are there drugs in this car?
No, there isn't.
There be no drugs in my car. She's carrying.
There
She's
isn't.
carrying.
You need police, fire, EMS?
No, ma'am. Give me dispatch to K9 unit.
You need a K9 unit?
Yeah, I want to talk to them.
You want to talk to a K9 unit?
Yeah.
Okay, in reference to what exactly, sir?
Ma'am?
In reference to what exactly, sir?
Drugs.
In reference to what, I'm sorry?
Drugs.
Okay, what address are they going to come out to, sir?
What address?
Yes, sir.
Right by the, right across from DSS, right by the South Chinese restaurant.
Okay, you're at the Chow's restaurant?
Yeah.
Okay, I've got that. So what's the phone number you're calling from? Do you see it on the phone?
No, really, I can't see too well.
Okay, I'll verify it off my screen. What's your name?
I promise you that wasn't weed. I promise you that wasn't weed, Niecy. I done had some trees all over this great country, and I can confirm that weed ain't never made you behave like that. Not unless you laced it with the cocoa or something. That definitely was not weed behavior.
Mr. White?
Mr. White?
Yeah, Dexter White.
Okay, tell me exactly what happened, Dexter.
No, ain't nothing happened. I just, people owe me some money, and I will give it to them.
Okay, so people owe you money and they will give it to you?
Yeah.
And it's in reference to drugs?
Yeah.
Okay, so tell me exactly what happened. How do they owe you money?
I went there.
Mm-hmm.
I went there and asked them drugs. You understand me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, asked them drugs, and I went there and I had bought some drugs, but they didn't give me the rest of my money back.
All right, and when did this occur?
Last night.
Is the suspect on scene or in the area?
Ma'am?
Is the suspect on scene or in the area?
Yeah, they're in the house.
They're in the where's the house?
Right across the street from the halfway house, right there for Reynolds Avenue. Or for Reynolds Avenue and Meeting Street.
How much money was taken or kept?
$40.
40?
Right.
Okay, well, right now, and I'll still be dispatched as soon as possible. Can I get your description so they know who they're meeting, sir?
Yes, sir. I got on a pair of blue jeans. A burgundy shirt.
Okay, what race are you, sir?
Ma'am?
What race are you?
Black.
How old are you?
41.
21?
41.
I'm sorry, 41?
I was
Okay, well,
about to say he a 21 ass lie. Ain't no way 21 look like that in 2026. Throw it away. Start over. Control, Alt, damn, delete. If 21 looks like that in 2026, start over. Go back to the Lord. Tell him to go back to the dust and start over. Start damn over. I'm so glad he clarified.
Officer, we'll be dispatched you as soon as possible. Call us back immediately if anything changes or if you have any further information, okay?
How long will that take before they come?
I don't know exactly how long, but we're going to get them out to you as soon as possible, okay? You're going to wait by the payphone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
You know where it's located at, right?
You at the Chow's restaurant?
Yeah.
On Rivers Avenue up by Cosgrove?
Yeah.
All right, well, they're going to meet you at that payphone, okay?
Okay.
All right, sir.
911, what is your emergency?
Hello?
This is a police emergency. 911, how may I help you?
I'm going through a detox mode right now. My cousin just pulled my hair and stuff. He got my money, and I want my drugs. Can you get it on office side?
You said your cousin pulled your hair out?
Well, I got it up for the Roosevelt Garden. I'm standing in front of
Repeat the address.
333.
Repeat the address for me.
33311.
Repeat the address for me. Hello? What city is that in?
Fort Lauderdale, Florida, Roosevelt Garden.
Is this a house or an apartment?
It's an apartment.
What apartment are you in?
I'm standing like at the house, like next to it. I don't really like know the house number.
Okay, and what happened there?
Me and my cousin was fighting. I was supposed to go buy me a bag of flop. And
you said
he didn't give my money. I want my money.
You saying you're on drugs?
I want my drugs. I want my drugs though. And he took my money for. Bitch, he better get my drugs and my money. Can you get off that here? Because he just put his hands on me.
Are you on drugs at this time?
Bitch better have my money. That's all I hear. Bitch better have my money. Y'all, this gotta stop. Check on y'all family and friends, please. Please check on somebody, like, immediately. Matter of fact, while this live is playing, please text somebody that you concerned about. Matter of fact, text somebody that you should be concerned about and check on them right now. Because this baby done called 911 again and said, bitch better have my money. You can't make this stuff up. We can't. Never mind. Let's continue.
No, I'm not. I take medication.
Where is he now?
He's right here standing outside the gate with a stick.
He has a stick?
Yeah.
Do you need an ambulance?
Yep. My little buddy, I got my arm getting sweaty right now. Yeah, I got a cut on my leg right now. Hello?
Is he a white or black male?
Can you come out here?
I'm sorry?
Can you send out here?
I'm going to send you help. I'm asking if your cousin is a white or black male.
It's a black male. You get here, they'll come. If I tell you the bitch got a gun, they'll come though.
Ma'am, you don't have to curse at me. I'm trying to help you, okay? Is he
It's the same apartment that bitch was in. I know where it's at.
Okay, you don't have to curse. I'm sending you help.
Okay, can you get out? Put somebody else on the phone? Because you're acting real stupid.
Is your cousin a white male or a black male?
Yeah, he white. He white.
See, it was at that moment they should have allowed the dispatcher to go clean off. At that moment, it would have been allowed and justified. You call me dumb, but you calling 911 because somebody stole your money and won't give you your drugs. Really? But I'm dumb. Oh, okay. Go off, sis.
And I'm going to go up there and get a gun and shoot him for putting his hands on him. I'm threatening him. Right now.
So charge number 2 being added to this case that started out as just drugs. Now we add what? Assault?
Did you get here? You will see. Because if I go there and get my money, he put his hands on me. What's your name?
I need you to tell me what you're wearing.
When you get here, you will see a bitch in the middle of the street with no hair, bald head as fuck. Right now.
Okay, ma'am. I'll let them know, okay? Okay.
Right, I don't want no shit police, bitch. I want BS. Oh, fuck that.
Okay, ma'am. They'll be there, okay?
Again, allow me to repeat. This behavior cannot possibly be just caused by weed. No way in hell, heaven, or beyond. This behavior is caused by weed. None. Not my weed. I don't know what y'all been smoking, but ain't no way Y'all been smoking trees, regular trees that come out the ground, and this is the behavior. No way.
No, you need to send them now. Cause they just rolled through here. So bitch, if I have to call them ass, bitch, I'm gonna report y'all ass again. Hello.
They're coming out, ma'am.
Hey, don't ask police calling the same motherfucking lady from all the motherfucking states. If you see one fake, I see bitch on bleeding. Ain't taking shit fake by me. I'm gonna bust this window by the bitch putting their hands on me. I'm really gonna bust this window. Sitting on the whole night. Delete the hell. That's for this like I'm so serious. Ain't this one shit.
Charge number 3, but go off, sis.
What's your name?
You know what? I'm gonna go to Marcy.
Ma'am, what's your name?
Hey! I'm right here. I see the officer.
Okay. Go ahead and talk to them.
The fuck you
Call
mean?
the police, Tech 107.
Yes, I just gave this guy $25 to buy me a crystal meth, and he ran in his house, didn't come out, and I don't want to do nothing that's irrational, but
Yeah.
either dude gonna give me my money or something gonna happen. So
Yeah. What's the address? And what's your name?
And my name is
I'm sorry, what was it?
Pierre.
Pierre?
Yeah, Pierre.
Can you spell it for me?
Pierre.
And what's your phone number, please?
614.
Okay, do you know this guy's name?
Nah, so I was on Sullivan Avenue in Cypress at this little, it's like a church building. I was just sitting under it because it was raining. It had like a little bench on it. And a guy said that he could get me some drugs. So I said, I really don't want to do none. But when he said that it was cheap, dude took my $25 and went in this green house on Dakota Avenue and didn't come out. So
Okay, what do he look like?
he's black. He has on a blue Champion hoodie, and he had on black pants and a black satchel, a book bag.
Okay.
Don't argue with these people. Don't argue with them. Don't argue with them. Don't argue, man. I'm just going to call the police, like I said.
Okay.
I
And
really didn't want to do the drugs, but when he said it was cheap, I decided to go ahead. Has been explained by no one ever. I have never. What is going on in 2026 with y'all and drugs? I told y'all we was talking about baddies the other day, and I said I've never seen a generation of individuals who brag about doing the cocoa. Like it is weed. When did cocaine become recreational? When did that become the thing to do? Like, yeah, we finna go out and party and get some cocoa. Cocoa done became the new party drug. Since when? He shot a crack.
Are you standing outside?
I'm outside their house. I'm not going nowhere. I'm not scared of nothing because they got my money.
Yeah. And tell me what you look like. What are you wearing?
I have on cowboy boots, shorts, and a cover.
I'm sorry, a cowboy boots and what?
And a red T-shirt, and I'm using the cover as a umbrella. Sarah, don't argue with him. Don't argue. Don't argue with nobody.
Are you white, black, Hispanic, Asian?
I'm black.
Okay, and who's the other person in the background with you?
Sarah, it's just a little shit that we have sex every now and then.
Okay. All right, we'll get somebody out to you, okay?
Yep.
All right.
Hey, what in tarnation's going on?
So
Someone robbed you?
Yeah. Yeah.
They gonna shoot us and shit.
Black dude said that he know where to get some ice from, and she said that she likes to smoke it. So, because I'm trying to show her a good time, as I was going to my pocket to get dude money, and then the fuck.
So you guys were going to buy drugs?
Yeah. 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 Don't lie to this man. Don't lie because it'll be fucked up. Yes.
Okay.
I was trying to get her high, so
Okay.
flat out. There's no need to sugarcoat what's going on. I tell her let me talk for a reason.
All right.
And dude ran in his house, never came out. So dude took my $25.
How many charges is this? Since this cop is pulled up, how many? So you done admitted to the drugs, that's one charge. Now you admitting to prostitution, that's another charge. Ain't there a charge for drugs and prostitution together? So we just racking up the charges right now, right? Boy, cocaine's a hell of a drug, I'm trying to tell y'all.
And we was on Sullivan in Cypress right here, just sitting in a little benches right there. That's in front of that little church building. And I don't know if there's cameras or what, but I'm just telling you, dude ran off my money, and I'm not getting no pussy, and I don't got no drugs for her, so I'm super pissed, flat out.
All right.
And that's what's really going on.
Well, I'm not going to be able to get your money back.
Okay, like that part's cool, but dude.
Okay. So can you put your hand in your pocket?
I'm sorry, sir.
That's all right.
Wallet chain. I'm
That's
sorry.
okay.
I'll just show you. I don't have no weapons. I don't, sir. No,
Okay.
I got a little something here.
I got
don't
you.
got weapons. I don't, man.
All right, so
But that's why I fought.
homeboy grabbed your money, ran in the house, and
just
then
ran
he
in the
come
house
back.
and took it and ran and then come out. So
Okay.
therefore, at the end of the day, instead of doing some bullshit, I said I'm gonna stand here till the police come. I'm not scared of you. Like I'm not scared. Like you stole my shit, and I don't care. Do what you got to do, but I'm gonna call the police instead of do something crazy, and we're gonna get to the bottom of why you ran off on my shit.
Got guns down there. There's shit around.
All right.
Hey, right where they're at.
What it? I'm sorry. Do you know these people here then?
Nah, I don't know these people, man.
I thought you said they ran into this house.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
I followed dude down the alley. Dude went in this house. Dude went in this house with my money, so he stopped me from getting pussy because he ran off with my money to get her right. Flat out.
Okay. Well, I mean, we ain't gonna be able to help you get your money back or your drugs or anything
I'm
like
not
that.
trying to get money or drugs. I just want something to happen, man. Because at the end of the day, is they stole my shit. Dude had a gun out, and when I was going through my wallet to go through my money, he grabbed the money and ran. So at the end of the day, it's a robbery. It is like he strong-armed me with a gun.
You didn't mention anything about a gun. You said that he had a gun now.
Yeah. So the gun was on his hip. The guy didn't just say, "Give me your money." The guy had his gun showing. He was like, "Oh," he grabbed my money and took off.
And this happened right at Sullivan in Cypress.
Yep.
And then he went run down this alley, ran in his house.
Yep.
Okay. But did he threaten you at all with the gun?
This is the most logically illogical shit I ever heard in my life. It's logical because you think you call the police when somebody done robbed you. But it's extremely illogical because how do you call the police for a crime when you already committing a crime in a crime that they committed the crime for against you? So everybody going to jail for a crime if one person get caught. And somehow in his head, this all makes sense. This is the police's job. The police needs to come and get your money or your drugs back so you can get some woody tap.
Or did he just had it out?
He had the gun out on his hip. He snatched my money.
Was it on a holster or in his waistband?
It was just in his waistband. It wasn't
just in his waistband?
Yeah, it
All
wasn't.
right, so he told you that he knew where to get ice.
Yeah.
And you were like, that sounds cool. I'm about to do that.
Flat out.
And you
yeah.
pulled out money, and he
Grabbed it
had
and
his gun in his
out.
waistband.
Yeah, like this, like.
And then he grabbed it and ran in
his
here.
house. So I
All But
told him
he
I'm
didn't-
not leaving till.
He didn't make any threats though. He didn't pull it out. He didn't fire any gunshots off or point at you, nothing like that. All right. You said there's a camera. Is the camera going to be able to show him have a gun?
I don't know if there's a camera. I'm saying it's a Sullivan, and everybody knows what goes on.
Ma'am.
She's mad because she ain't got her drugs. I'm just saying I was trying to.
I
help
mean,
her
yeah, that makes sense.
I mean, just keeping it real. I
Okay.
mean, like that's why I said just let me talk. 'Cause the truth means I don't gotta make nothing up. I can just tell it how it is.
Okay.
You know, she's a Southern that boy. I was trying to get it right. So why don't we just keep it real?
All right. Yep. Well, yeah. I mean, he may have had a gun on him. You say he didn't point at you, didn't make any threats.
No, but then that's what I'm saying is
He just said, I know where you can get some ice, and you were like, okay, that sounds cool.
Dude.
He had money out, he grabbed it and ran off.
Dude ran my money, so at the end of the day.
Okay. It is a theft.
Stupid.
Absolutely it is.
I don't want to do nothing stupid, man. I'm not gonna
Absolutely
lie.
it is.
How
much money was it?
$25, man. It was 20 and a 5.
A 20 and a 5. What does this gentleman look like?
Black guy. He had on a blue champion hoodie. He had on a black satchel like mine, like a little mini book bag, and he had on black pants. And that's what I noticed.
Okay. How old does he look?
He looked about in his early 30s, like I'm in my early 30s. So he had that
height, weight on him.
Yeah, he looked about $150, about 5'10".
Okay. And he said he ran in here.
Yes, sir.
All right. 20 and a 5.
Yes, sir.
All right, I'm gonna go try to make contact with these guys here. You just hang out here for a minute, okay?
Sure.
Well, they should not bring trouble here like that. Nothing happens here, so I don't want to talk about this.
He's saying it's just him and his brother. And
Just you and your brother in there?
And he's MRDD, so he ain't causing trouble for anybody. He doesn't. He said nobody came running in here recently either.
All right.
I don't know if did they say they've been staying here the whole time, or did they go walking?
They're on the street. She's a 49.
Well, yeah.
He's trying to get her drugs for 49 activity. And it's kind of fun because he just flat out says it. So
it's not this block, I don't think.
They come to my damn door and hollering something about ice.
Unless they hold it all
maybe that's what they're on.
down, because there was a trap house with us all.
But that's my garage. There ain't. I mean, you guys can look if you want. There's nothing here. There's nothing
all right.
here, man. I don't start.
There's nobody else in the house?
Yeah, I got my brother in there. He's
Just your brother? You mind if I just poke my head in there and say hi? Is he all right? What's his name?
No, there's my brother right here. This is my brother.
Hello.
You know,
we might have a I don't know. These people here probably on some drugs
or something wrong.
But they said there's someone running the house and.
That's a lie. My door's been locked all morning. I've been here.
You guys the only ones that live here?
The only one that lives here, man.
Just you live here and him?
Yeah. Me and my brother. I take care of
you and your brother? All right. Nobody else lives upstairs or downstairs?
No. I mean, we got my buddy's girlfriend's here, but.
Okay. That's okay. It could be. It could be a bit of a misunderstanding.
Something's got to be wrong.
He said he's seen someone run into here, and there ain't no one in here that matches the description. So
I have. I've been here all morning.
All right. All right.
I mean,
I appreciate
if something happened, I'll sure be one to tell you guys. You hear?
All right. Appreciate it.
Ain't no problem. Yeah, something's wrong.
Oh, yeah. What's going on? Thanks for talking to us.
Ain't no problem. You hit my house with that stick. I started to call you guys myself, so I just.
Are you positive it was that house? Because I was just in there, walked around. There was nobody in there that matched that description. These guys, there's 2 old guys that live there, and they said they ain't had anyone run into their house.
I know, man. But that's
was it a house? Was it a house nearby? Maybe you thought it was that one because down the alley. I mean,
now trust me, I was on Southern Cypress, so you can really take this alley and cut through a parking lot of that little building thing. It's a church right here in the parking lot. I just cut through the parking lot and watched, dude.
Okay.
I'm not watching clear as day.
Okay. Well, like I said, I was in there. There was 2 old guys, and I guess his buddy's girlfriend was in there. So those were the only people in that house. Okay. So I'll take down your info.
Yep.
All right. I'll get you a port number and whatnot.
Thank you.
And where do you stay at?
I live at that shelter.
Van Buren?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Honestly.
Well, maybe I know it's kind of a silly thing to say, but probably ixnay on the UGDRAs there for a while. All right, maybe find a way to attract women that don't need acquired such a taste.
I know, man.
What's your name, man?
Pierre Williams, PIE, RRE, WILINS.
Birthday?
6/21/89.
That's $25.
Yes, sir.
I got the description. We might have I don't know. These people here probably on some drugs. $25.
Yes, sir.
I got the description. 5'10", 150, had a little beardish kind.
Yeah.
Champion backpack.
Nah, blue champion hoodie,
Blue champion.
black backpack, black pants.
Okay.
Black
Blue
guy.
champion hoodie.
It's a black guy, you said?
Yup, black guy.
How about skin tone? Dark, light?
Dark, real dark. Like
Okay.
black.
Okay.
I
All right.
definitely
Well,
didn't look like anybody in that.
Yeah.
These got to be the coolest cops on this side of heaven. Yeah, I don't know what police y'all running into, but him being able to walk on a drug and prostitution call to 911 is absolutely diabolical. These officers was ready to go home. They said this call wasn't worth the paper. It already wasn't worth the time, and it's definitely not worth the energy. Hell no. We'll give you a number, gone about your way. What y'all think? Y'all think he should have went to jail? Or do you think this was a good call for the officer? Just let him go. Figure it out later. What you think? Drop in the comments and let me know.
Real good. I feel like I did it right.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
Right there, my man.
I'm gonna put it in my wallet, man.
Yeah. Try to find better places to hang out too, because you'll need someone out here. 49 doing 49 stuff.
Yes, I love these stores. All right. Sorry.
Don't leave them alone too. They're gonna get you.
I know, man.
Yeah.
Thank you, man.
They can get you some kind of disease that you can't shake off.
Thank you, bro.
Section here at GMA, the stupid criminal story.
That's right, one of our favorites. This one's about a guy in Portland, Oregon, who accidentally called 911 in the middle of a meth deal. So what happened next? ABC's Tanya Rivera is here with that story. Hey, Tanya.
Hey, Brianna and Dan, you know, we've all done it. We are all guilty of the pocket dial. And while those mistake calls can often get you into hot water, sometimes they can get you arrested.
911, where's your emergency?
When the 911 call came in, dispatchers initially dismissed it as just another pocket or purse dial until they heard this.
Okay, well, I got 40 on me, so the only issue is seeing the product before purchase.
The call sounded like a drug deal going down.
So yeah, I definitely need a 40. And please let it be good. I am so getting this off.
Officers traced the phone to an alley, get this, just a block away from the police department, where they say they busted this man, Raleigh Reynolds, along with the woman on the phone on drug charges.
For an open 911 call to lead us to a drug deal, that does not happen very often.
But believe it or not, this isn't the first time the law has lucked out this way. Washington police nabbed alleged car thief Wesley Strom in 2012 after he pocket dialed 911 4 times. In January, it only took Florida deputies 10 minutes to zero in on 19-year-old Matthew Dollarhide.
I'm getting pulled over. We're going to jail, dude.
After his chat about allegedly selling prescription drugs was overheard by dispatchers.
I want one pill out of it. Okay, we're doing the deal. I'll give you 3.
Usually, a butt dial gets a quick hang-up, but not from a 911 operator. They keep listening.
Hello, 911.
Police welcome these derriere dials from criminals. They say it's the next best thing to turning themselves in. But pocket dialing 911 has actually become a big problem, with some emergency centers reporting more than a third of all incoming calls as accidental. They are asking the law-abiding public to lock it before you pocket.
So wait, so they want to be sure that if you're a criminal, don't lock it before you target.
Leave it
But
open.
the rest of us, all right. Thank you, Tanya. Appreciate it.
We've removed some personal information from the following 911 call. You will hear tone where the information has been removed.
Boy, wait. My folks take.
Dearborn Heights emergency?
Yeah, can you please send rescue to... I think I'm having an overdose of this, so is my wife.
Okay, you and your wife?
Yes.
Overdose of what?
Marijuana, but I don't know if it had something in it.
Okay.
Can you please send rescue?
Okay, how old are you?
I'm 29 years old, and my wife is 26. Please come.
26?
Yes, please.
Have you guys been drinking also?
What?
Have you guys been drinking today too?
No, that's it.
No, and is there any weapons in the house?
No, please come.
Okay, we're on our way. Do you guys have fever or anything?
No, I'm just
I think we're dying.
Okay, how much did you guys have?
I don't know. We made brownies, and I think we're dead. I really do.
Okay, how much did you put in the brownies?
I don't know.
Was it a bag? Who made the brownies?
My wife and I did. Cuba, come here.
Okay, get her.
That baby said he think he dead. Now, this is definitely how you behave on trees. I have seen some behaviors on some edibles and trees that will have you screaming for days. This is exactly how you behave on trees. The rest of them calls clearly was something else in them raps. But this right here, and this is an officer. I need y'all to remember, as you're listening to the rest of this call, this 911 call is from a police officer who called 911 because he felt like him and his wife were deceased. And allegedly, this was weed that he took.
On the living room ground right now.
Is she breathing?
She's barely breathing.
Is she awake?
I think so.
Yeah. Okay, can you look?
Pardon?
Can you look?
Yeah, I could feel her. She's laying right down in front of me. Time is going by really, 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 really slow.
Okay, well, I'm on the phone with you, and do you know how much of it you bought and put in the brownies?
Pardon?
How much did you buy?
Just please send rescue.
They're on the way, but I'm trying to figure out how much you bought and put into the brownies, sir.
It's probably like a quarter ounce total.
A quarter ounce total into the brownies? Did you guys eat all the brownies?
Yeah, we did.
Okay. And you ate all of them. But how many? Was it a big batch, a little batch?
It was a quarter ounce.
Okay, but brownie-wise, how many pieces do you guys think you guys had?
I don't know. I probably had like a small chunk. Please come. What time is it?
It's 9:37. When did you guys last eat the brownies?
Probably like an hour and a half ago.
Okay, is your wife still breathing?
Yeah, she is. She's kneeling down in front of me.
Okay.
I know. We have to wait.
Okay, and is she Stacy Sanchez?
Yes.
What's your name?
My name is Edward.
You're Edward Sanchez? Okay. And did you guys have any other sort of drugs you know of?
Pardon?
Did you guys do anything else today besides marijuana?
No, that's it. But I don't know what was it. The marijuana could have been. There could have been something in the marijuana.
Okay. Are you guys on any sort of prescription pills? You guys take any sort of other medication?
No, I don't. My wife takes Vicodin though.
And did she take any today?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Where's the Vicodin?
The Vicodin is it's in our medicine cabinet.
Okay, but how many does she take it on a regular basis?
Yeah.
How many does she take on a regular basis? 2, 4, 8?
Like, I don't know, like 5 a day. Please come.
She takes about 5 a day?
Yeah. Are you coming?
Yeah, they're on the way. They've been around for 2 minutes. It's now 9:38.
Okay.
And she takes about how many? 8 at 5 a day?
What's that?
How many does she take a day?
She takes like, I don't know, like 6.
6 a day?
Like 5 a day. I don't know. We got into a car accident in Dearborn Heights last year.
Okay. And you don't know how many she's taken today?
No.
Okay. Is there any animals in the house?
Is there any what?
Do you have any dogs, cats?
I'll put them away for you.
Okay. Is the front door open?
Yeah, the front door's open. Come here.
Porch light on?
Pardon?
Is the porch light on?
Yes, the porch light is on.
Are there any weapons in the house?
You already asked me that.
And what'd you say?
Yeah. Well, no, there is.
Where is it?
It's in my closet.
Is that in the back bedroom?
Yeah, in the front bedroom.
In the front bedroom?
Yeah. Go on.
Okay. Okay.
Come on, Ginger. Where's FD at right now?
They're on the way, sir. Do you guys do this on a regular basis?
No, this is the first time that we've ever done it.
And you've never done marijuana before?
Yeah, I have.
You have, and you've never had this reaction to it before?
No, ever. What's the score in the Red Wings game?
What?
What's the score in the Red Wings game?
I've got no clue. I don't watch the Red Wings.
Oh, okay. I just want to make sure this isn't some type of, like, hallucination that I'm having.
Oh, why? What's the score say?
3-3.
What channel is it on?
Channel 2.
It's 2-2.
Huh?
It's 2-2.
Okay. Please tell your officers they just passed me.
Okay, they just passed you?
Yeah.
Okay, but you're up. Okay, well, we'll let them know, okay? Go outside and flag them down, okay?
Okay, my mother-in-law just got here, too.
Okay.
Okay?
Alrighty.
Alrighty.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Ice in the bucket, bubbles in the brain, gold on the knuckle, pressure in the vein. I'm that Cork flying sideways, pressure built from the project. Turn my pain into parade, pop the top, let the stars flash. Music count every bus stop. Now the driver know my nickname. Whole block on my wristwatch. TikTok sound like a chain gang. I sip stones from a slim glass. Laugh loud at the forecast. Turn my scars into silk rags. Wave 'em out when I roll past.
Champagne gang and visitors to the Champagne City. Welcome. You have entered my domain, our domain. If this is your first time here, hi, I'm the Empress, the Fizzstress, the woman who keeps the fizz in your facts and the kick in your clarity, the curator of sparkle, storyteller of the unseen. I'm your pusher, baby. Pusher of all things encouragement, empowerment. You know, all those things to get you from where you are to where you need to be. Your Fizzstress and guide through the glittering corners of mess and chaos. So raise your glasses and sit back. Let the bubbles rise and let me tell you what really goes on after the cork hits the floor. Welcome to the Champagne City, baby. Let's toast. Ladies and gentlemen, confidants, welcome to the Hennessy Zone. Straight talk, no chaser. This place was created for those topics that require, well, a little something stronger than just champagne. Over here, we think and drink responsibly. Now let me give you a disclaimer. Everything discussed in the Hennessy Zone, all of the commentary is based on my opinion, and it's done so in accordance with the Fair Use Act, which allows for these discussions for the purpose of entertainment and teaching, because there's wisdom to be gained from everything, whether it's good or bad. Now, we don't attempt to solve cases over here, but we do discuss them. And I love to hear your opinions about each of the cases we discuss. So please do me a favor and drop in the comments and let me know what you think about today's case.
Police! Help! Police! Help! Police! Help!
Here we go again.
Champagne on my tongue, silk on my skin undone. You lean in, say my name like a secret, like a sin. Coconut glow on your.
What's going on, Champagne gang? Welcome in. Come on in. Come on in. Welcome to the Champagne City. If this is your first time here, hi, I'm the Empress. And you're joining me for grown discussions and bubbly banter. Baby, over here we give classy with a twist, huh? A little clink with chaos with a side of charm. So if you're ready to sip, savor, and spill, baby, grab your favorite glass of bubbly. I don't care if it's sparkling water. Make sure you're nice and comfy. Fellas, your PJs. Ladies, you got your jammy jams on? Make sure you have your charger. Because we don't need that phone dying. Scoot up. Say hi to a few people in the chat because we friendly over here. And let's get ready to get into our main show. But tonight, you already know, before we get into it, we have got to get into our positivity and our affirmations. So please do me a favor. Take that glass and raise it high in the air. Look to your neighbor on the left. Look to your neighbor on the right. And if you don't have anyone to the left or right of you, then look right at the screen and say, today we're talking about reset your energy. Tonight ain't about what drained you. It's about what you refuse to carry forward. Some energy isn't yours. It was handed to you through attitude, tension, expectations, and noise. And if you're not careful, you'll walk around wearing weight that was never your size. But tonight we put things back where they belong. That stress, return it. That doubt, not yours. That pressure to prove something, send it back to sender. You've been showing up, holding it together, pushing through even when it felt heavy. That counts. That matters. But strength isn't about carrying weight only. It's about knowing when to set it down. So we lock in on this. We release what we can't control. We detach from what disturbs our peace. We protect our energy like it's gold, because it is. We don't let one moment define our mood. We don't let one person disrupt our balance. We don't let temporary feelings make permanent decisions. No. Breathe in control. Breathe out everything that tried to break it. Because a clear mind, a guarded energy, a calm spirit in a loud world, that's a different kind of power. And if you believe that deep down on the inside, raise that glass in the air. Let's toast. All right, y'all, let's get into it. We're going to get into this main show. Please do me a favor and make sure you hit that like and subscribe button so you'll be notified. Oh, hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when we jump into whichever sector we jump into in the Champaign City for another show. Today we're getting into the story with Alexis Patterson, but before we get there, I ran across this and I'm like, y'all, we can't make this stuff up. So this was a story that was posted, and this is out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. It says in the 5400 block of Lovers Lane, approximately 1:30 p.m., a Toyota RAV4 was taken at gunpoint. The suspects broadcast over the scanner were 3 males, 14 and 7 years old. This one is not a typo. So I want y'all to look at these comments. 7, he ain't even watched Mickey Mouse Playhouse yet. I don't think any of these kids watching Mickey Mouse Playhouse. They too busy playing GTA, learning how to pull women in cars. Y'all know what I mean. No one got a car that they wasn't in school, huh? Absolutely not. That's something that Milwaukee is horrible on. MPD needs mamas with a belt squad, because ain't no way. See, a lot of the problem is y'all took discipline away from the parents. We gonna talk about it. Scoot on up, let's talk. Y'all already know how we do in the Champaign City. But the bigger problem than that is, the reason they had to take it away was because some of y'all went too far. Some of y'all was treating y'all kids like they were slaves in the cotton field and y'all needed to make a quota. You know, every time you got something that's going right, you got to have some fools that mess it up. And a lot of the parents messed it up. And so they took away discipline. And a lot of parents either don't care what their kids are doing because they out still trying to live their youth in the streets as well. Or you got parents who are scared to discipline their kids because they're scared of the po-pos and the system. Because 7 years old. Did you not know where your 7-year-old was? Why is your 7-year-old outside of your sight? My grandson is 9 and I wish somebody would. What do you mean? He just out with a 14-year-old. Just the blind leading the blind and the dumb leading the damn dumb into criminal activity, apparently. And y'all wonder why I constantly say our kids are in trouble. Because they are. Our babies are horribly in trouble. But let's get into this story. Drop in the comments and let me know what you think about this, because I'm still 14 and 7 years old, as in after 6, before 8. At 7, baby, we had bowls of cereal on Saturday mornings watching cartoons. At 7, we was outside playing cans. We was climbing trees. We was jumping off fences onto dirty mattresses. We was eating crab apples out of trees at 7. We was drinking water out of a water hose. Matter of fact, we was getting wet out of the same water hose at 7. What do you mean at 7 years old and 14, a armed robbery? You done stole somebody's car. At 7. And we don't somehow think that we need to put all this BS to the side and focus on our babies. We don't somehow think that we need to come to the table and put all this, he black, she white, this one is, this one. Y'all sound dumb, all of y'all. I'm so sick of people talking about the race car, I don't know what to do. Because at the end of the day, this stuff don't have a color. This is across the board. Our kids, your kids, everybody kids. So y'all gonna put y'all grown folk britches on and come to the table and have a real conversation? Or y'all gonna keep acting like adolescents who don't like who? Who don't want to play with who? Whose color is better? Y'all sound dumb, all of y'all. But then you turn around and profess God. Who God? Not my Lord. Not the one that said, beloved, let us love one another. For love is of God, and everyone that loveth is born of God and knoweth God, and he that loveth not knoweth not God. You can't be professing my God, but you don't love your brother because they have a different skin color. Please. We need to come to the table because our children are in trouble. And it's going to take some parents who realize that these kids are in trouble. And it's going to take parents stepping up to be parents, not friends, not associates, not comrades, but parents to get these kids back on track. Said what I said. Argue with your mama, not me. And welcome to the Champagne City. But y'all, let's get into our main event for tonight because we need to get into this story. So, this story here has plagued Milwaukee for years. I lived in Milwaukee when this story broke and when this story happened. And from the moment this story broke in Milwaukee, everybody that heard this story was like, something's not right. Somebody knows what happened to this baby. Somebody knows where this baby went. Because 2 + 2 is not equaling 4. It never has when it came to Alexis Patterson and her disappearance. How a 7-year-old little girl gets walked to school by her stepfather, but never makes it in the door. How a stepfather allegedly says he walked the child to the gate of the school and turned around and walked back home. What parent on the face of God's green earth walks their child to a gate and turns around and leaves, but does not know whether or not the child made it in the building? So we're going to get into this. This is probably going to be a few parts as well, because we need to break this down. It is kicked up again because now the mother has filed a lawsuit. So let us get into what's going on in this Alexis Patterson case. So, May 2nd, where it all kicked off. Uh-oh, hold on. I forgot. This thing gonna keep going. Hold on, y'all. There we go. So, evening of May 2nd, 2002 is where this kicks off. Alexis, her mother Ayana Patterson, and stepbrother went to Jewel-Osco supermarket and bought cupcakes for Alexis to bring to class the next day. It was her turn for snacks in class. A 15-second surveillance video captured them. Alexis was supposed to finish homework to earn the privilege, but did not. So she was upset and she was crying, right? This is May 2nd, according to the family. Now, what I also need us to remember when it comes to the Alexis Patterson case, this was 2002. So this was before you had news clippings that was saved and online, where you had interviews that might have been online. This was before all of that, right? Let us continue. The evening of May 3rd, 2002, 7:40 a.m. So the stepfather, his name was LaRon Burgess, walked Alexis the short distance, and we're going to look at some video of the distance walked. It's a half a block, about 242 steps from the house to the school. Now, I need y'all to remember this. I don't have the golden chapeau on the screen, but I need y'all to remember. Put on your thinking cap, and I need y'all to remember, right? 242 steps to the school. He claimed he left her with a 5th grade crossing guard, or, now mind you, there's several stories that have come out, or he watched her run toward the playground after crossing the street. Now, that was the story that I heard, that he watched her run to the playground. He promised to bring her cupcakes later and told her to be cool. He drove his son to a bus stop. Accounts vary. His son and the bus stop driver contradict part of this. Alexis never entered the classroom and was marked absent. Some classmates later recalled seeing a girl, possibly her, crying on the playground or talking to an unidentified woman near school in the days prior. A mysterious red truck had been parked nearby for days and vanished after her disappearance. Now, these are the accounts and statements of individuals about days leading up to it, the day of, anything suspicious that was seen. This is the information, right? And again, 242 steps is what I want us to remember. The afternoon of May 3rd, 2002. This was about 2:50 to 3:10 p.m. So Alexis did not come home. Ayana went to the school and learned she never arrived. Now, the school had not notified the family earlier. Ayana was reported, I'm sorry, that shouldn't say Ayana. Oh yeah, Ayana reported her missing, I'm sorry. So, one of the biggest things that I can tell you about Milwaukee school system is that they have a big problem notifying you when your child is not in school. Let me tell y'all something. My son, thanks be unto God, he got it together, he graduated. But my son's senior year in high school, right? He went to a school in Milwaukee. He ended up having to, this was like the school year almost halfway over with. He ended up having to go to the doctor. So his dad took him to the doctor, and after the doctor's appointment, he took him to school. He gets into school for the school to tell him he doesn't go there, he's been disenrolled. So now we doing all this calling to try to figure out, what do you mean disenrolled? Disenrolled when? They tell me my son ain't been to school since the beginning of the school year. Sir, ma'am, how? And y'all ain't called me. I get up and leave and go to work. So I'm going to work by the time it's time for him to leave and catch the city bus to school. So please help me understand how my son has not been in school and y'all have not told me anything. And I understand they're seniors and this is high school and you're sitting back and you're like, well, these kids are old enough to be able to know what they need to do and what they don't need to do for themselves. So when they're in high school, we don't reach out to the parents as much. Granted, I'll give you that. However, if you have a kid who's still a minor that's not at school, why are you not reaching out to the parent to let the parent know? We ended up getting him in an alternative school. They had a program that helped him catch up. He was still able to graduate. Matter of fact, he graduated early and ended up going to the Air Force. So extremely proud of him, but I was upset. And it made me stop and think about us as parents, because a lot of times we're so busy trying to provide for our children that sometimes we take our eyes off of them a little bit too long and stuff happens that we do not pay attention to. You stop and think about, this child is 16 years old. This is a senior in high school. You think by this time, okay, I can go to work. I ain't got to pay much attention, but it's still a minor. Still a minor. And unfortunately, as parents, a lot of times we got to make the hard decisions. We do. Do you know how many jobs I had to give up when my kids was young because of doctor's appointments? Because stuff was going on in the school that I had to be at. Because the kids, when I started having children, became first. I celebrated my first birthday at 45. Do you know why? Because I had a baby at 20. And from the moment I had a child, I became a mama. Anywhere I went, my kids went. When I went to the Dells to celebrate my birthday, guess who went with me? My children. Because they're nobody else's responsibility but mine. How do you have a 7-year-old that did not show up to school and the school does not call the parent immediately and say, hey, listen, school has already started and Alexis is not at school. Is Alexis coming in today? Matter of fact, breakfast has started and Alexis is not here. Do we need to save Alexis some breakfast for this morning? Is she being dropped off? This is where we have a problem in the school system, because you have a lot of teachers and administrators, and then you have a lot of people here. Peep this. I mean, I'm going to show you another problem, right? There is something in Milwaukee, and I don't know if it's all over, but it's called choice school system, right? When it comes to choice, I can decide that I want to start a school. I don't have to have any qualifications. I don't have to have any degrees. I don't have to have anything. As a matter of fact, I can decide right now I want to start a school and I want to hire my friends to be teachers. They don't have to have graduated from college. They don't have to have a degree in math to teach math. They don't have to have a degree in English to teach English. So you can just imagine the lessons and the care and concern that's going on with some of these kids in school when you have teachers who are not there to teach. They're just there to get a check. They're just there to meet a quota. How you gonna teach me and you still need to be taught? But here's the problem in the school system. So we have a 7-year-old that doesn't make it to school, and the school says nothing. And the bigger problem is, I don't even think the school was held accountable for this. May 13th through the 14th, 2002, the case is reclassified from missing person to criminal investigation due to suspicious circumstances. You think. So, no. Next. So the immediate aftermath from her disappearance, right? This is between May and June of 2002. So there was massive searches that were done involving the MPD, Milwaukee County Sheriff's Office, helicopter searches. There were canine units. There was volunteers. There was divers in Washington Park Lagoon. There was polygraph tests. Ayana passed her test. LaRon, who was the stepfather, reportedly failed elements related to her whereabouts. He denied failing. FBI behavioral analysis leaned toward an emotion-based homicide by family, is what they were thinking. That somehow something went wrong in this family and this baby was unalived by someone in her family. 2 people involved here. Stepdaddy and the mama. So if it wasn't the stepdaddy, it was the mama. If it wasn't the mama, it was the stepdaddy, allegedly. Right? Cadaver dogs hit on the family car trunk and the basement. Luminol showed possible cleanup. Bleach tested negative for blood. America's Most Wanted featured the case afterwards, about 8 days afterwards. So you have all of this circumstantial stuff that happened in this case. It made me think of, and we're going to cover it as well, but if you ever followed the JonBenet Ramsey case, where with that case, it was like, we have everything that we need to basically say who did it, but we don't have enough stuff to emphatically convict them of it. Because remember, whenever there's a case, there has to be 2 things. There has to be an act that is criminal, and there has to be an intent that is also criminal. What do I mean by that? Okay, let's say the baby was in the house. She was playing. She fell down the stairs, snapped her neck, right? That was an accident. That wasn't criminal. However, let's say because of fear and past allegations, they then took the baby's body and hid her. Now you have a criminal act, but you don't have murder. So you can't charge them with murder. Otherwise, the case is going to be thrown out. But you can charge them with hiding a body, moving a body after the fact, all these extra crimes that they can be hit with. You got to have an act that is criminal. But then you got to turn around and know what the motive is behind the act. And the motive behind the act has to also be criminal. Right? So, let's continue. 2003, LaRon is charged. Now, the charges are later dropped in unrelated domestic abuse against Ayana. So, he was never charged with Alexis, but he ended up getting charged with the mother. And they divorced in 2005. Now, it's awfully strange to me that they divorced 3. I would have to ask how long they were together before they got married. Like, how long have they been together in total that y'all would get divorced after this situation? Generally, when a child is lost, it does cause division between the parents. My question here is, why was there division? Was it division because he was blaming her? Was it division because she was blaming him? Was it division because the whole thing was becoming too much and they were having a problem keeping the lies straight? Drop in the comments and let me know what you think. 2016, Ohio man Joshua Miller claimed his ex-wife Lisa Miller, then 34, approximately, resembled Alexis. Scar, pinky bump, birthmark, and facial features. DNA was tested. Official results came back negative. Ayana disputed this via private test and claimed bungled sample. As a mama, how you don't know whether or not this is your child? I've seen a lot of stories with parents separated from their children for years, and when they saw their child, they immediately knew it was them. I've seen stories of children being kidnapped, and the parents saw their child somewhere and knew that was their child. So you're telling me the DNA test came back and said negative, and you're automatically saying, nope, it's wrong, this my baby. Matter of fact, I think the girl herself was even saying, no, I'm not Alexis. And you're still believing that this is your daughter when the girl herself is saying, no, that the circumstances are different. I'm not her. 2021, LaRon Burgess dies at 52 from a suspected drug overdose. So he passes away before he can ever be charged. He's only ever been a person of interest. Only thing that they have are the polygraph tests, which came back inconclusive, but leaning more towards you lied. They have the luminol hits inside the house. They have the cadaver dog hit by the trunk, but they don't have any substantial evidence. Everything is circumstantial, and then he dies. 2022 through 25, there's an annual remembrance event, Alexis Patterson Forget Me Not Day, on May 3rd. Ayana continues public advocacy and believes her daughter is alive. February of 2026. Now, this is what caused the case to heat back up, right? Ayana Patterson files a notice of claim and plans a federal civil rights lawsuit against MPD, alleging misconduct, corruption, wrongful focus on the family, tied to LaRon's criminal history, including a 1994 bank robbery getaway role, attempts to coerce her into confessing, and mishandled DNA testing in the Ohio lead. She sent notice to the Wisconsin Attorney General, MPD, and the original detective demands, or she'll sue within 120 days, deadline June 17, 2026. Independent DNA analysis of the Ohio woman she believes is Alexis, plus $10 million for mental anguish, reputational harm, and constitutional injury. MPD confirmed the case remains open, but said they hadn't yet received the notice. See, this is the problem that I have with the case. And I told y'all from the beginning of this case that people in Milwaukee had an issue from the beginning. We've had an issue with the mama. We've had an issue with her behavior. We had an issue with her reactions. You're going to the Milwaukee Police Department for answers, baby. You got the answers. You was living with the answers. How about if you want answers, explain to us why a cadaver dog hit on your trunk? If you want answers, explain to us why luminol hit in your basement. Explain those things. Explain to us how your child is able to disappear after 245 steps. Explain it, please. You don't need answers from MPD. Baby, you need answers from yourself. This to me sounds like a money grab. You're money hungry. And it sounds like somebody along with you who is convincing you to run this play is money hungry as well. All you're going to do is bring more attention to you in 2026. Where they have additional testing capabilities, where they have Google Earth and Google Satellite, and I believe they can rewind these satellites back to a specific date and time and watch stuff. But she's filed a lawsuit, and this is what's kicked this back up in 2026. Now, I had this story all set to cover Alexis a while ago, but so much stuff had happened, it was just sitting on the back burner. And when I saw this, I was like, nah, we gotta bring it to the forefront because I need to show the Champagne Gang this story, because in all honesty, a lot of people do not know about the Alexis Patterson story. They do not know about this beautiful young black girl who is still missing, and there are no answers. Her mama refuses to give answers. The person who claimed he walked her to school is now deceased and can't give answers. Allegedly of a drug overdose. Allegedly. And something inside of me doesn't believe that's correct. Let me see, do I have another one? All right, so now I want to get into some key statements. So when all of this happened, right, LaRon Burgess, the stepfather who is now deceased, he came out and he claimed that he safely delivered her to the crossing guard, the playground. He failed the polygraph per the police. He disputed it. He said he didn't fail. He cooperated initially, but he also had a criminal history. When the criminal history came up, the cooperation kind of fell backwards. So remember, the police said he failed the polygraph. So while she's saying that the police targeted him because of his past, the police targeted him because he failed the polygraph. And he was the last one to be seen with her. The last person to be seen with you is generally always the person of interest. That's why I was so concerned in the Nancy Savannah Guthrie case as to why the son-in-law and daughter were not immediately people of interest when they were the last ones to see her. Right? Next. Ayana Patterson, the mother. She has always maintained. Hold on one second, y'all. Talk amongst yourself for one moment, and I'll be right back. Y'all so patient. Thank you so much for holding for me. Let me pause for a second to go through some of these comments. Oh, because y'all is talking on tonight. Father Locke, my love, welcome in. So glad you could join us on this evening. Progressive said the village has become a jungle and the elders has no sense or heart. Absolutely. Absolutely, because they still want to party and be in the club. They still want to be young. My mama told me just because a person has a title does not mean they are that mama, daddy, friend, etc. You are absolutely right. Absolutely right. That was this child roommate. I always thought this was a debt situation, a ransom gone wrong. Now, I'm going to tell you all one of the things that came out, and I'm glad you said this because this was one of our thought processes with this whole situation in the beginning, that it came off, and I wish, I'm going to see if I can find, if somehow we can get a hold of like the original news coverages of it, so that you can hear the mom, what she had to say, and the stepdad of what they had to say. Because even when she was speaking with the news in the little press conference, the way she was talking when she was saying, bring my daughter back home, she don't want to be with you, she don't know you, and we're sitting there listening like, it sounds like you're talking directly to someone, not about someone, but it sounds like you know exactly where your daughter is and you're telling them to return her, as if this was a debt gone bad and someone took your daughter to pay back a debt, which was one of the theories that was going around, that this was a debt deal gone bad. This may be why she is coming out. She knows the evidence will lead to him. So now with him gone is the perfect time for the money grab, allegedly. But if the evidence leads to him, the evidence has to also lead to her, because it was only 245 steps. Was she not home? Niecy said, this is crazy work. Someone may be raising the child as someone else. If she was dropped at the fire station, etc., with a note with a DNA test. Would they DNA test? That is a good question. Maybe someone who knows can drop in the comments and let me know. If a parent dropped their child off to the fire station or police department or hospital or whatever, would they DNA test to see who the child is, who the parents are, to see if any of the other family want the child or whatever? Or would the child just automatically go into the system? Somebody drop in the comments to let me know. That's a good question. All right. So, in recent coverage, she described decades of trauma and alleged police failures. Nobody has done anything effective to bring Alexis Patterson back home. How about you do something effective to bring her back home? Or maybe, sadly, she can't come back home because she's no longer with us. Maybe that's it. She admits to spanking, disciplining Alexis in the days prior, but denies fatal harm. What y'all think? Do y'all think, because remember, the FBI stated they feel like this was an emotional family unaliving. Like this was an emotional unaliving that was done by the family. Was the phrase that was used back then. What do you guys think in this situation? Do you think it could potentially be the mom? What do you think? We saw that one. Police and FBI 2002 reports. Suspected family involvement early. Behavioral profile pointed to emotion-based homicide at home after drop-off. Possible body disposal via duffel bag and car trunk after bleach cleanup. Remember, this is all what is the phrase for it? I just used it. It slipped my mind. Circumstantial. This is all circumstantial evidence. They have the hit on the trunk. They have the hit in the basement. But they don't have proof. They have the bleach hit that a cleanup was done. But they have no proof that it was Alexis. Another thing that I want to get into are the speculations. So there's been, again, like I said, a lot of speculations in this case. The police and FBI theory, so they detailed in 2023 USA Today investigation based on reports. They think she returned home after drop-off. They think an argument escalated into a fatal discipline, a whooping or a spanking by Ayana, possibly with LaRon there. The body was allegedly hidden in the basement, placed in a borrowed duffel bag, moved in the car trunk, and disposed of after cleanup, supported by inconsistencies in drop-off stories. Cadaver dog hits, witness accounts of prior abuse, phone records, and a friend overhearing a call where Ayana allegedly said, "I whooped her and she didn't get back up." Ayana has denied this and she disputes the details and the timing. Now, again, we have to remember this was back in 2002. We're now in 2026 where stories like this are everywhere. Everywhere you turn, you're hearing a story about a mother unaliving their child, about a mother or a father unaliving their child. Back in 2002, this was unheard of. We weren't back there thinking that there could potentially be children whose parents, the mother, is unaliving them. We do know of stories of abuse where children were disciplined, but being beaten so bad that you're unalived, Those weren't stories we heard about in 2002. Another interesting thing about this story is in 2002, I was pregnant with my oldest son. He was born in 2002. The doctor's office that I went to, Ayana Patterson went to the same doctor's office because she was pregnant with another child after Alexis went missing. So when I saw her in the doctor's office, I'm looking like, interesting. Most people who lose children, they ain't trying to be out here getting no sticky icky. You trying to find your child. Not only was that concerning, but people were seeing her the same weekend that her daughter went missing. People were claiming to see her in the clubs, turned up and partying. Would you be in the club, turned up and partying, with your 7-year-old child missing? Or would you be doing everything in your power to find your 7-year-old? You drop in the comments and let me know. Another thing that I want you guys to check out is I used AI, I used Grok to do an age progression of what Alexis might look like. So the first picture that you see, that's scrolling with the white border, that was the picture of Alexis while she was missing. So I did these at like 5 to 10 year increments. So the next picture would be maybe 5 years and maybe 10 years after that. So maybe her at 16, 17 years old. I also took the liberty of trying to do further progression of what she may look like as an adult in her 20s and also in her 30s. You got to stop and think about the fact that two things could be true here. You could either have a little girl who's walking around in this world and doesn't know exactly who she is. Or you could have a little girl whose life ended at 7 and she's forever young at the hands of those who are supposed to care for her. Now, one thing that I want to say about this story that I've said about plenty other stories is this story has become messy. And the story has become messy because a lot of times when other people get involved in these stories, and we've talked about it with the Tyrone Davis case, we've talked about it with the Nancy and Savannah Guthrie case, all of these cases, a lot of times we don't stick to the case. We don't stick to the story. We don't stick to the individuals who are involved. No, we want to go drag up the grandmama, sisters, cousins, brothers, nieces, uncles, children's mamas, sisters, grandparents, kids, and bring them into the story. Then we want to talk about where they worked for the last 3 years and how much money they make on their jobs. And we want to bring that in the story. Then we want to talk about who was sleeping with who when they were sleeping with who and why they were sleeping with who and who was a hoe and who wasn't a hoe. People that don't have nothing to do with the case. And it becomes messy. So this story has become absolutely messy, so much so that when you go look for it on social media, you see everybody but Alexis Patterson. So we're going to get into some of the drama and some of the mess in our follow-up story when we come back on to follow up on this. But I do want us to get into some of these news clips that were available from some of the follow-ups of the anniversary of when Alexis went missing, when the news covered it in the subsequent years. So let's get into those. And please do me a favor. see it, please hit that like and subscribe button. Also the notification bell, so you'll be notified when we jump into whichever sector we jump into for another show. Please, please, please. Ain't no toxicity over here. We're family. We really are. You can jump in the chat, or you can just chill in the background, you know, wrapped up in your little snuggie with your cup of some hot or some bubbly and just laugh along with us at the TV or into your phone. That's good enough. You still appreciate it, and you still one of us. Don't let nobody tell you otherwise. We want to get into some of these news articles. First, I want to get into the most recent news article, which has to do with this recent update of the $10 million lawsuit that she has filed against the MPD.
It's been nearly 24 years since the disappearance of 7-year-old Alexis Patterson here in Milwaukee. Now her mother says she plans to file a lawsuit saying investigators haven't done enough to find her daughter. As 12 News' Nick Bull reports tonight, she put Milwaukee police and the state attorney general on notice this week.
It's one of Milwaukee's most enduring mysteries, the 2002 disappearance of 7-year-old Alexis Patterson. Now, her mother, Ayana, is filing a notice of claim against the Milwaukee Police Department, citing, quote, police misconduct and corruption in their failed efforts to seek justice for Alexis Patterson, saying police have wrongly focused on her and her family.
Law enforcement have tried to coerce her into taking responsibility for what happened to her daughter.
Ronnie Bowe is Ayana Patterson's personal representative.
Nobody has done anything effective to bring Alexis Patterson back home.
Alexis's stepfather, Laurent Bourgeois, said at the time they walked from that house here across the street to High Mount Elementary School for her start of the school day. That was the last time anyone reported seeing her alive. That was nearly 24 years ago. But to police, Bourgeois wasn't just the stepfather. He was the accomplice in the shooting death of Glendale police officer Ronald Hedbenny. Ayana Patterson tells 12 News she believes police focused on him because of that connection, rather than consider other possibilities or suspects. Bourgeois has since died. Bowe says he could understand why police may have looked at the parents suspiciously, but that set back the investigation and continues to do so.
It's easier to believe that a young black girl dealing with a husband who was known for being a criminal, it's easier to believe that than it is to believe that, you know, law enforcement mishandled the case and didn't properly investigate the case.
Further, Ayana tells 12 News she's convinced her daughter.
No, it's easy to believe it because it's true. It's true. How are you going to say, do I think MPD mishandled the case? Yes, because I feel like there should have been movement before it was. I feel like there should have been a harder push, but not the push that she's talking about. There should have been a harder push from them on her and on Laurent until they gave answers about where this baby was. But again, we're talking about 2002, not 2026.
Is alive and living in Ohio, but she says police bungled DNA tests, either accidentally or deliberately, preventing the identification. She's hoping this new threat of a lawsuit can finally lead to some answers. In Milwaukee, Nick Bohr, WISN 12 News.
Now, Patterson.
So that is for the new lawsuit that she has filed. Now I want us to look at some of the year progressions of the news talking about this case. So this next video that you're going to watch was the 8-year anniversary of her being missing. Check this out.
I just want my baby to come home. That's all I want. Alexis, please come home. Promise I'm not gonna be mad at you. Mommy wants you home.
Where the tears at? Where the tears? Do y'all see tears? I don't see tears. I would think, and this is just me. Now, this portion going, I'm still saying no tears, but this portion going forward, this is me saying me, right? I would think as a mother, my child has been missing, you're not going to get this response from me after 8 years. You're going to get irritation and frustration from me. You're going to get determination from me because I've been searching for my child. You're going to get a mother's fury because I'm searching for my child. That's what you're going to get from me. A level of determination that lets whoever has had my child for 8 years know, oh no, you ain't getting no pass. I'm still at you. And when I find out who you are, you gonna have to see me. You ain't got to worry about MPD, FBI, DEA, CIA. You ain't got to worry about none of them. Promise you, over my child. But these no tears right here, yeah, I don't know. But go off, sis. Let's continue.
I want my baby.
15 years ago, a mother's pain pours out. Her 7-year-old daughter, Alexis Patterson, vanished on her way to school near 49th and Garfield.
In the beginning, I wasn't able to really come through, see the neighbors and, see Alexis's friends. But now I'm pretty strong.
Today, that mother, Ayana Patterson, is trying to keep her hopes up as Milwaukee County Sheriff David Clark places a wreath at the site her daughter disappeared.
It's allowing Alexis to know that Milwaukee have not given up. We still have hope, and we know that you're coming home.
That flame of hope that one day Alexis will be reunited with those who love her.
Last year, police in Ohio did it.
Okay, correction. So the first clip must have been part of the original. The second part of her was this 8-year mark. So let's continue. But still, the original, no tears.
DNA test on a woman thought to be Alexis, but it wasn't a match.
I still believe that that's my daughter.
She's not giving up and continues to work with police to bring her daughter home.
The sheriff's office is still offering a $10,000 reward for any information that leads to Alexis's return. Her family is just hoping it brings answers and some closure. In Milwaukee, Hillary Mintz, WISN 12 News.
Milwaukee police declined to go on camera regarding the cold case. They say their cold case unit continues to investigate any tips they get about Alexis.
This one is going to be the 9-year mark.
April 2nd, 2011, and my daughter still has not been found. So
This is what I was saying to myself, progressive. So I'm glad you put it out there, because please come home like she went off on her own is what I was saying. Why would you say this like she just ran away being a bad kid at 7? And if she did run away at 7, why is she running away from you, mama? I don't know. Y'all drop in the comments to let me know. Is that a statement you would have made? I don't know.
Pray that she make home safe.
Now at 10, a Milwaukee mother's search to find her daughter carries on 9 years after she went missing. Good evening, everyone. I'm Jason Newton. Alexis Patterson's mother held a sweet 16 birthday party tonight for her daughter. Patterson was 7 years old when she vanished back in May of 2002. Her birthday is this Monday. New at 10 tonight, 12 News' Mike Anderson live on the north side where Patterson disappeared with the continuing effort to find her.
Well, here at 49th and Garfield is where the search began, Jason. So far, no luck, but also no giving up. Her mom is still trying everything, including Sweet 16.
Yeah, Alexis' Sweet 16 birthday.
She was only 7 when she disappeared May 3rd, 2002, somewhere between her home and her school, High Mount Elementary near 49th and Garfield, where her stepfather told police he dropped her off. Alexis Patterson hasn't been heard from since, despite widespread investigations and searches. 9 years later,
we're not going to celebrate a funeral. I want everybody to get up and celebrate her homecoming, because she's coming home.
Tonight, Alexis's mom brought out the close family, friends, and DJs to celebrate Alexis's 16th birthday. Her birthday is actually Monday, but the weekend made it possible for all of them to be here and to keep the search and hope alive.
To bring the awareness and let everyone know that there is a little girl named Alexis Patterson. She's gone, she has not been found, and we're waiting for her safe return. We don't think about nothing else. We just know that she's coming home.
Ayana Patterson says the family and the police are still searching. They just don't have any solid leads. Anyone with any leads are asked to call the Milwaukee Police Department. Live in Milwaukee, Mike Anderson, WISN.
Now this one is going to be the 10-year mark.
A big story still missing, but not forgotten. 10 years ago today, 7-year-old Alexis Patterson disappeared in a case that captured the hearts of people all over Milwaukee. Fox 6's Angelica Duria is live at the school where she was last seen and tells us what law enforcement did for her today.
Yeah, good morning, Bev. Alexis Patterson was last seen on her way to Highmount Elementary School here, and that was 10 years ago today. Now, earlier this morning, members of the Milwaukee County Sheriff's Office marched outside the school and laid a wreath to remember the little girl. Alexis was 7 when her stepfather walked her to school. She was crossing the street, and that was the last time she was seen. Now, the search for the second grader went nationwide.
Now, this is why you can't convince me to hate the police. This is why, because even though that I know that, look, there's horrible people in every profession. Everyone. There's horrible black police. There's horrible white police. There's horrible Hispanic police. There's horrible Oriental police. Everyone has the ability and the potential to be horrible. But also everyone has the potential and ability to do good. And when good is done, good ought to be celebrated. As a whole, you cannot blame an entire force, an entire group of individuals for the actions or behaviors of a few. Do I think there needs to be some reform? Absolutely. But do I think that means that all police are bad? Absolutely not. And I can't sit idly by, not even on my channel or anywhere else, and allow people to make that statement like all police are bad. They didn't have to do this for her, to remember her. But at the end of the day, she was a child. They didn't care whether she was black or white. She was a child who went missing, and there was no answers. And there's a trifling mama who knew the answers, but ain't saying nothing. Somebody knows what happened to Alexis.
She was never found. Alexis would be 17 years old today, yet there are still no answers of her whereabouts. The case has been transferred to the Milwaukee Police Cold Case Unit, and the Sheriff's Office has been working with them ever since, following leads and tips. Investigators say they have re-interviewed 65 people, but have ruled out no one as responsible for Alexis's disappearance. Alexis's mother believes her daughter is still alive, while police and friends hope 10 years later someone will come forward with information on a case that few can forget.
It's been 10 long years, and you know, she's worked hard. She's just wants her baby.
Literally today will generate new avenues of inquiry where yesterday didn't. That's the power of media, and that's the way this case will eventually be solved. Somebody needs to come forward and say something that hasn't been said yet.
Now, if you have any information on Alexis's whereabouts, call the Cold Case Unit at 414-935-1212.
Now I want you to see the 14-year mark.
Noon, remembering Alexis Patterson. It's now been 14 years since the then 7-year-old's disappearance, and the community is honoring her today. And good afternoon once again, everyone. I'm Vince Vitrano.
And I'm Bridget Shanahan. Alexis Patterson was last seen on Milwaukee's northwest side and hasn't been seen or heard from since. Pete Zervakis reports on how the community is working to keep her case from fading from people's memories.
My baby will be home.
It was this day in 2002 when Ayana Patterson's 7-year-old daughter Alexis vanished walking to school. 14 years later, in front of that school, the grief is still too much for Ayana to bear.
I know my baby. No.
That came after an annual ceremony organized by the Sheriff's Department. Prayers are said.
Lord, have mercy on those who go about in mourning.
A wreath is presented in Alexis's honor.
It don't even seem like it's been 14 years.
21.
How you praying reading from a phone? Please help me understand that. Yeah, some of these people that y'all be calling out for these vigils and stuff, do y'all just pick them out of a hat? This is a time when people are mourning, where people need to be comforted. This is a time where you ought to be able to speak from the heart. You're a reverend. What are you doing? What is your purpose here? You got to read a prayer from a phone? It's a baby that's missing. You mean you can't come from your heart and talk to God about this baby and bringing this baby home from your heart? You got to read it from a phone? And we got to do better.
On white roses on this wreath. Alexis Patterson's friends and family say she would now be 21 years old. They long for closure and answers to these questions.
Where's she at? You know, what's she doing? If she's been taken care of.
Should Alexis be listening, the message is simple.
We think about you all the time, Alexis, and we'll never forget you.
Ayana Patterson holds out hope that she'll one day be reunited with her daughter.
No matter if it's 20 years, if it's 30 years.
At 49th and Garfield, Pete Zervakis, today's TMJ4.
The Sheriff's Department says
They ain't show her face because probably couldn't see no tears still. But let's continue. This is 15 years.
All right, Elise, it's 6:02. Today marks 15 years since 7-year-old Alexis Patterson went missing right here in Milwaukee.
The little girl disappeared while on a short walk from home to school, and Pete Zervakis is live in that neighborhood this morning. Pete?
Well, Vince and Susan, here behind us is Highmount School. Alexis Patterson, as you mentioned, was walking here in this neighborhood near 49th and Garfield. That was the last time she was spotted back in 2002. She would now be 22 years old. You may recall that last year authorities thought they'd located Patterson in Ohio after a tip from a woman's ex-husband there, but a DNA test proved that was not the case. That woman was not Alexis Patterson. She remains missing, and the sheriff's office says the investigation into her disappearance continues. Now, this morning, the sheriff will be here at Highmount School. He does this every year. There's a wreath-laying ceremony and a prayer said in Patterson's honor. The sheriff's office is also still offering a $10,000 reward for any information that leads to Alexis Patterson's return. Of course, if you have any information on this case, you're urged to call authorities, whether it be MPD or the Milwaukee County Sheriff's Office. Live near 49th and Garfield, Pete Zervakis, today's TMJ4.
So that was the 15-year-old mark, and then the 20-year mark. I want you to watch, and then we're going to take a look at the walk. There's video footage of the walk from her house to the school. So check this out.
20 years and still missing. Tonight, Alexis Patterson's mother and family are still holding on to hope she will return home. The 7-year-old Milwaukee girl went missing after walking to school with her stepfather back in 2002. You'll remember the case. It's one of those that people have never forgotten. Sam Kramer live tonight in Milwaukee. And Sam, her mother is convinced that Alexis is still alive.
Yeah, hi there, Mary. Ayana Patterson was adamant in her belief that a woman living in Ohio is Alexis. Now, Milwaukee police tested that woman's DNA back in 2016 and concluded that she is not Alexis, but that has not stopped Ayana from searching.
This is an awakening. Let's wake up.
Facing heartbreak, this mother's intuition has never wavered.
So I'm not giving up, ever. I'm not giving up.
It was May 3rd, 2002. Alexis Patterson walked with her stepfather, Laurent Bourgeois, to Highmount Elementary School near 49th and Garfield. Bourgeois watched her cross the street, but 7-year-old Alexis never made it to class, and she hasn't been seen since.
Alexis, Mama coming for you, and you know it.
You know, I appreciate y'all more than y'all know.
Sunday, Ayana Patterson, Alexis's mother, hosted family and close friends for an awakening event.
We waking the community up. We waking the world up. We letting you guys know that We waiting for Alexis, and we know she coming home.
And coming home alive. Ayana insists a woman living in Ohio is Alexis, despite Milwaukee police testing her DNA and determining there was not a match back in 2016. She admits that fueled frustration with Milwaukee police.
That's what I want the community to do. Believe me when I say my daughter is alive.
Those gathered also heard from some of Alexis's former teachers who share in the grief and pain of missing Alexis.
It's very emotional for me to lose a child that's in your classroom, and all kids in my classroom were my children.
But also share in the hope that somehow Alexis will find her way home.
She's missing, but never forgotten.
Now, this case kind of came back up into the spotlight last year when Bourgeois died of a suspected overdose. Ayana Patterson tells me she will be organizing another gathering on Tuesday. That's the 20th anniversary. It'll be happening at 9 a.m. outside Highmount Elementary. And police here, as they've said for 20 years, if anyone has any information on this case, you're asked to call them right away. We're live tonight outside Milwaukee Police Headquarters. Sam Kramer, Fox 6 News.
Sam, thank you for the update.
And exactly how are you going to make somebody your child when Dana said they ain't your child? Please explain that to me. When the child said they ain't your child. This helps you, what, how? Fit the narrative that she's still alive. If you push the narrative that this girl, their DNA has said isn't your child, is your child. Help me understand how that works. But drop in the comments and let me know what y'all think about the year progressions, about her behavior. I wanted you to see her and her responses and how she behaved on each of these newscasts over the years, so that you can see this is a story that has kind of haunted the Milwaukee area since it happened in 2002. And it's something that's been revisited over and over and over again because people still want to know what happened to Alexis Patterson. And no matter what the mama is saying, the mama not acting like. The mother is behaving to me as if she knows where she's been this whole time. Those are kind of the responses that I'm getting from her. But you drop in the comments and let me know how you feel about her responses. Are you getting that from her as well? Or do you think it's just a response of a grieving mother? Drop in the comments and let me know. But I want us to take a look at this walkthrough. The picture you see on the screen are pictures of what they think she looks like. This was her house that she lived in. This is the street that they would have walked down. More of the street. More of the street. We're still walking down the street headed to the school. Remember, 245 steps. So you can already see the school, right? So this lets you know that where they lived was not that far from the school. We're getting closer. It's in the intersection. Now, according to him, there's two stories. One story was he handed her off to the crossing guard or school, whatever. School safety person, whatever. The other one is that he saw her to the fence and she ran across the playground. So now you see the playground. You see the school. You can see the distance from the school playground to the front door. So there's no way you can tell me as a parent you saw your child run into this playground, but you didn't make sure your child didn't stay on the playground and play. They actually went into the school at 7 years old. You didn't make sure you saw your child walk through the door. This is why, excuse me, this is why you gotta be careful who y'all getting in relationships with. If the person you getting in a relationship with can't care about your children the same way you care about your children, that is not the one. I don't want to hear all this, oh, well, that's not their kid. It don't matter. Package deal, that ain't changed. If he can't do for you and your child, he shouldn't be doing for you. If he doesn't care about the safety of you and your children, he shouldn't care about the safety of you. And you shouldn't let him. You shouldn't let him. But let's continue. Now you're looking back at the street from the school. Headed back to the house so you can see the street. Now we're back at the house, and this was the Alexis Patterson from the cold case. So as you saw, and as we stated before, 245 steps from the front door to the school. These are more photos of what she may look like, aged, getting older. And this is the number to contact if you know anything. And at this point, somebody should be calling saying something. I don't know why. Of course I do know why. Let me not say that. Why the mother wouldn't be forthcoming with everything that she knows, because she knows a lot more than she's saying. I'm not going to say she did it. I'm not going to say that the baby is no longer with us. Whatever happened to Alexis Patterson, Ayana Patterson knows. She knows. There's no way to lose track of a child in 245 steps with nobody else on the street. The streets in Milwaukee are not that congested. Drop in the comments and let me know what y'all think about this case. We are going to be continuing because I do want to get into for you guys so that you can see the whole thing with the young lady in Ohio that Ayana thought was her daughter. We're going to get into that. We're going to get into some of the lives that have been going on. The gentleman that you saw on the screen, Ronnie Bowe, who is a part of this case somehow. We're going to look into that and see how that fits together. She's still missing, and we need answers. Whether the answers are telling us she's still alive or the answers are telling us she's no longer with us, this baby deserves to rest in peace with someone knowing what happened to her, and that she wasn't just discarded and forgotten and thrown away, just left in some dark alley, in some bag, buried in a ground somewhere. Answers need to come out, and I feel like this mother knows. I feel like it. But y'all tell me what y'all think. Let me look at some of the comments before we get out of here. Someone knows something, Progressive said. The mama needs to tell. The fact no one's seen anything is diabolical. Please develop situational awareness. That's a good statement. Develop situational awareness, because a lot of times we're not aware of our surroundings. And because we're not aware, we don't teach our children to be aware of their surroundings. They are not keeping the main thing in cases such as these, and others get lost in the noise. Absolutely. Absolutely. Because we want the like and the views, so we take it too far. Y'all gonna make them put laws in place for bloggers and vloggers and YouTubers and streamers, because we go too far when it comes to covering these stories. and we lose sight of the main thing, like you just said. The main thing here is Alexis Patterson. Thank you guys for joining me for another Sip, Savor, and Spill, for another Champagne conversation. Thank you for coming and spending some time in the Champagne City on tonight. Please do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. You see it. You see it. Hit the subscribe button. Also hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when we jump into the Champagne City, whichever sector. Hell, y'all know we got so many. Or if we jump into one of the other channels for another show, please make sure you go and subscribe there as well. I would greatly appreciate it. We will be back, I want to say hopefully tomorrow, to continue with part 2. I'm going to see how much information I can look up and find. If you guys have information, I will create a segment in the Discord for you to be able to drop Alexis Patterson information into. Go over and subscribe to the Discord. It's not just for Champagne City members. It's for anyone, and we drop stories and information over there as well. So please join wherever you can. It would be greatly appreciated. We are trying to get monetized. We've made our 1,000 subscribers, but we are trying to reach that 4,000 watch hour mark. So if y'all ain't doing nothing through the day, you know, grab one of them videos and let it play while you at work. I would greatly appreciate it. Again, Champagne Gang, FizzFam, and visitors to the Champagne City, always remember, if it doesn't cause you to elevate, baby, it's causing you to depreciate. Now raise those glasses, clink, and let's drink till we meet again. Ta-ta.
Champagne and silk drip off my tongue, gold on my wrists, moon on my lungs. You lean in close, soft on your skin. I taste the wrist, then dive right in. Oh yeah. Champagne and silk, I'm in power when I sip. Every word I say now, honey on my lip. Cruising through the city like a shadow in the mist. Night rider on the town, every move a gift. Champagne and silk, let it slide, let it drip. Voice like a dagger and a kiss ain't tip. Taste of my freedom when you feel this grit. Night rider on the town, champagne on my lip. Champagne on my lip. Yeah, he's speaking cold, fire in his throat. Low like a storm under that coat. She move like smoke, soft but she sting. Calling him closer, pulling the string. Come here, I'm the type pulling back, then I crash on you. You the spark in my glass when it catches blue. We two ghosts in the back of a tinted view. On this night like the stars only shine for two. Don't speak. Champagne and silk, I'm empowered when I sip. Every word I say now, honey on my lip. Cruising through the city like a shadow in the mist. Night rider on the town, every move a gift. Champagne and silk, let it slide, let it drip. Voice like a dagger and a kiss, same tip. Taste of my freedom when you feel this grip. Night rider on the town, champagne on my lip. Drip off my tongue, gold on my wrist, moon on my lungs. You lean in close, soft on your skin. I taste the risk, then dive right in. Oh yeah. Champagne and silk, I'm in power when I sip. Every word I say now, honey on my lip. Cruising through the city like a shadow in the mist. Night rider on the town.